As it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Herbert going to go to the air right away. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Hammond. And he is going to lose yardage here. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
First down 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll drop to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people can't expect the offense to win this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third. About 4 to go. Look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were fantastic a week ago when they went over Houston.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
They'll set up to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And shedding through the tackle. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. This is brought in at the 21. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here, eluding the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 23. I know up here he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Shavarius Ward in on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, ETN once more. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, it's Herbert. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner? And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Here's Herbert. That pass complete to Moore. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
At the Saints 34-yard line.
Back to the ground with ETN. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Pitching it out to Etienne. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Another tote for Etienne. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, this from 46. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on the short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First down now, but that clock rolling. Hands it off out of the gun. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Like a pretty good, safe play. I know he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
In motion right, that's Hardman. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Again, he'll drop to throw. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And a short pickup to about the 25. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 20, Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have retaken a third-quarter lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Saints.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. The extra point up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Buccaneers 17.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Herbert now. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target at all. He's been much sharper this week. He's under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Flush to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all those receivers downfield.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Inaudible here to get a new look. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Go.
And they'll run with Etienne. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Herbert. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Etienne. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. The field goal ties it, but you're down here knocking on the door. What are you doing?
Did you hear the way you just said that?
Kind of.
Yeah.
With hesitance?
Yes, that means you don't want to kick the field goal, and I don't think they do either. They need to go ahead and get these points now and get an advantage and not tie it up. It'll feel like a big disappointment if they just kick the field goal right here.
Let's go. Together, offense. Keep it together.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And this time he is in. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams come out with the quarterback, give them a option, and put it like a two-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to be a 3rd down.
Well, any closed incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit. Hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Go, hey, go.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Etienne. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 of the season. And the Bucs might be moving closer to an elusive second win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion of the first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is going to have a Saints first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well.
And that's caught at the 25. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.